you go. Good girl. We are out of chicken this morning, but I brought you this shredded canned stuff that midnight and nighttime really like. And I'm going to make you chicken today. I got a chicken. I do. So you forgive me, okay? Okay? We only got down to 45 last night. Dawn did not have to put sheets on the plants. Come on, Tux. Let's go back to your spot. Come on. Come on. Let's go back to your spot. Come on. You were up here. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Got his own special steps and everything. There you go, buddy. Good morning. I don't have any chicken, so I'm going to let you have whichever part of this food over here you want this morning. Here comes Ruby. Marty was actually missing for a little while last night. That never happens. And the security camera showed that those big dogs were in the yard again. And I guess he went and hid, and it took him a while to come out. But he seems uninjured and happy enough this morning. I'm going to give him some extra love. Oh, down here watering my tree. Yeah, when Marty wasn't around last night, I thought maybe he was up here on the porch hid in one of the dog houses or something with Panther. He got past Panther and was hiding, but he was not. He's probably up the hill hiding in the yard with the antique car that's hid among the grasses. I feel sure that was Stripe going nutso out there in the woods. That sounded like Stripe. Were you keeping an eye on me feeding Panther? Okay.
The entire house. That there was any that
goes back to sleep. Hey, you. She did stay on the counter in the bathroom with me for a little bit, but as soon as she was done with that, she was right over here back in the bed. Don normally would not be in here, but he's got tax stuff to do again this morning. Even though they're submitted, we're still getting some papers together. Okay, guys. Hi, Mart. He goes, I'm in the after your walk position for loving Mom. Good morning, Ruby. We have no sunshine this morning. It's pretty cloudy. There's a chance of rain, and it's early. We asked what time, and she said 7:45 a.m. So hopefully Johnny will be in his class and it won't be raining yet. I know he's thrilled over there on campus when it rains. Not. Let's see. I picked up a cement truck coming off of Wagstaff onto Main Street in Fuquay and followed him up to the other Main Street by the Taekwondo school before I could get around him. And then there was a dump truck and a dumpster hauler in front of us early on the drive 401 out of town, and then we just had an ambulance come past us with lights blaring and people semi not knowing seemingly what to do about how to handle an emergency vehicle. There's always something out here this morning. I don't like it when people make me irritated before 7 a.m. I guess technically it's 7:05 now, but well, this gives you a good perspective of just exactly how cloudy it is out there this morning. Pretty cloudy. Is it gonna turn? Is it gonna turn? Not today. Left a little early today, made good time at 7:23. I like it. The pansy they have planted on both sides of the entrance here at the front of the school are looking really nice. So I did see the Rivian in the driveway over here this morning, kind of indicating to me it's probably owned by the family that lives in that house. I did have a paper tag on it. So congrats to them for joining the EV crowd and on the nice new truck. I'm sure if I drove the streets over here of historic Oakwood, we could find quite a few homes with EVs now. It is looking dark to the south too. I can definitely see where it might rain before I get home. I am not stopping in at St. Monica's. I'll explain more in a minute. I've made it to the other side of Raleigh, coming out the south side of Garner now. Like I said, I'm just headed back to the house straight away this morning. Don and I are meeting with someone regarding retirement planning stuff at 10 this morning, and we were going to try to get in our walk before. You know, if I can get home 8:15, 8:30 even, that gives us enough time to do that. However, if it starts raining, I suppose this meeting's not going to last probably more than 30 minutes, and we would have enough time potentially to go afterwards. So we'll just play it by ear and, you know, see what's the best, ends up being the best thing to do. I guess that all makes more sense if I say we're meeting him via a telephone call. I made it out here early enough to accomplish our goals this morning. It's 8:35. It's not raining so far.
That's right. So far.
Try not to sound too cocky about the it's not raining thing.
Yeah, well, it said 9 o'clock. So
okay.
got like 25 minutes.
As we came down the hill, past the lift station and onto the trail, there was 3 dump trucks and 1 flatbed hauler. The place right across the street where the truck drivers live. They were bringing in more fill dirt again, and the equipment's actually working over there. And oh my God, my point is, it was so loud and the fumes were so obnoxious. I can still taste that exhaust in my mouth coming by there. There was just no getting away from it. It was not great. You come to the park to breathe fresh air, get some outside time, and that's what you have to deal with. Thought they were done grading over there. This is on the front yard of the property and not the backyard. Last time they were on the backyard.
Well, I think he was making a great big parking pad.
Right, he's just added more and more trucks over time that he parks over there. Anyway, I just inhaled a bunch of exhaust that I didn't want to inhale this morning. We're pretty frustrated here at the park this morning. They did mow yesterday, and even though we tried to pick up all the trash, there's a lot of trash apparently we couldn't see, and they shredded. And then one of the things was a baseball got ran over, and nobody bothered to pick up the baseball after it got damaged and unusable and put it in a trash can. Just left it there, and it's just frustrating. Some kids pulled up a bunch of sticks to play with again and then left them right where they were playing with them on the walk area. Playing with them's not the problem. Not putting them up when you're done is the problem. It's just frustrating. Sometimes it feels like we're just against the whole, fighting the, swimming in a rip current. Fighting against everybody else that's, you know. The robins are happy with the freshly cut grass. They can get to the insects better. Well, I'd say we're gonna get back to the car, back to Jules, and it will not have rained. It's cleared up. If anything, it's cleared up. They said we were gonna get rain in 15 minutes, and well, what it is a lot of that rain out front was very light. Barely touching the ground, maybe not touching the ground. Not very solid or organized. So anyway, we're not gonna get rained on this morning. Yay! Because it's not that warm out here. It was 47 when we left the house. We heard what we thought were cans hit the road. His hand truck fell off. That's why you don't follow too close behind vehicles. You gotta leave yourself room to maneuver around that kind of stuff. I called and called and Marty came. He was up by the old antique car about where I figured he'd be hiding out. Hey buddy, good boy for coming when Mama called. Hi, all your friends are here. It's safe. Those big bad doggies aren't here. I've got 30 minutes before I head downtown to get Johnny, so obviously I'm not going to get a lot done, but I can probably do a little bit of the stuff for these corners, so I'm going to play around with it for a few minutes. So you might remember we had some problems with my Ryobi stick vac. We have the EverCharge version, the first version.
That's right.
Dawn takes it outside and gets my hair and the cat fur out of the roller wheel all the time for me, which makes me happy with it, because without him cleaning it up for me, I might not be so happy. But the hose broke and he taped it one time, and then the hose broke and he replaced the hose on it, and then I used it one time and a bearing went out.
Seized up.
Yeah, seized up. He promised me it wasn't anything I did. I'm like, I swear I didn't abuse it or anything. It just started making this really bad clunky noise. And anyway, we went back and forth on new version, which allows this to come out much easier from the side for cleaning. And Dawn has to clean it at least once a month. My hair is all wound up on it and the kitty fur and... Like I said, without you keeping it clean for me, and I can sort of cut it out with the scissors, but he does better. So, new one for $170 or something.
Maybe. Tool owned. Well, first of all, they don't sell ours anymore.
Right.
Not even as a
They don't do EverCharge. They don't want it hanging on the wall and the battery being on standby.
The updated version, which is different. It doesn't. The accessories aren't compatible, and we have a set of accessories for this one in here. That one, tool only, I think was $140. Tool only, no battery. But we have batteries, so the battery
and chargers. Yeah, we didn't need that anyway.
So that part. So the tool only was $140. All in shipping, and that's just the tool plus tax and shipping on that. This all in taxes and shipping was $110.
Yeah, because it's powered. And it's
power head.
Yeah, so I told my final decision, and I think Dawn was in full agreement, was I really like where it hangs on the wall. I really like how the battery's always ready to go. There's no on and off with the battery. It's in a convenient spot in the house. I just want you to go get me the power head.
Right.
Sorry, you're going to have to keep on taking it apart to clean it well.
Right.
Such is your lot in life. I apologize.
Well, so the vacuum part, the motor part may someday go out, but we got at least 3 years?
At least 2, maybe 3. We'd have to look up which Christmas it was. I'm thinking only 2.
Right.
I'm thinking, but maybe 3. Anyway, I told him when this one goes out, we'll probably get a new one. We'll convert, we'll deal with it. But, we might have other options then, like... more room at the back of the house because some of Johnny's stuff's not back there anymore. A different wall to put it on or some other place to store it because it's by the bedroom door, our bedroom door. And
because I sure didn't. Well, first of all, I thought the $91 price on this before taxes and shipping wasn't bad. But
I think it's a little high. That's a...
Well, it wasn't bad. I did say...
$60 part.
Right, I would have been
would have made me happier.
All in would have been $75 would have been fine. But like you said... that would have had to be $59 and then tax and stuff, but yeah, so it wasn't stupid. You can buy for the new version of this, which is not compatible. You can buy a power head from Home Depot because they still have the part, and it's like $70.
Okay.
So in that ballpark.
So wish us luck on that lasting us 2 years.
Yeah.
But there's no bags, and I am using it more than my Electrolux because that one is heavy and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can see the 2 little chimneys are installed now. This has really got to be tan. I don't know if I ordered it yet or not, but if I haven't, it needs to be tan. I'm on my way to get Johnny this matte black, very camouflaged looking Model 3 came across in front of me and I made the left turn after. I'm a little later than I should be. I took time to start the chicken cooking for the kitties. I just sometimes feel like I'm moving in slow motion, or, you know, all I really do is move from one appointment to the next. One place I'm supposed to be to the next place I'm supposed to be. It's quite the fast-moving circus some days. Is that a lightning? Maybe, probably not. Probably not going to be able to see enough to tell. Oh, the things you see on the highway. This car in front of me, I've got to get around them. They can't seem to stay in their lane. They're all over it, and they're going 10 miles an hour below the speed limit. Of course, sometimes when these people do these things, then it's dangerous to pass them too, because you never know if they're going to overcorrect and come back your way. He's on his phone. We need to get autopilot and autonomous cars ready to handle the roads, and we need to do it as soon as possible. The Falcon fountain is very blue today. Well, it's not raining much, but it is raining. Johnny pointed out the Taycan over there. I have not seen one in person in forever. He's going through old paperwork, scanning stuff, clearing out more investment, retirement, planning, document, procurement.
Yes.
I have made broccoli sausage, egg, cheese. I think that's it. Casserole. It's in the toaster oven. It's in the toaster oven. God, it's been a long day at 7:30. And I got the little roof thing up here added, and these little decorations put on, and a couple other small things. I had to really work to refit this bottom part. It's kind of finicky. And I've got at least 20 minutes, so I'm gonna, it's just a flat piece that goes up here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I am considering adding another level. It's too short. I knew it was gonna be kind of short in comparison to the other buildings, and I am considering another level. The roof calls for a border tile and then some flat tiles on top. I'm going to have to think about that a little bit. But it's time to eat. We got steaks
Yum.
and casserole, and it's time to eat.